Greetings, one, and greetings all. Greetings all. My name is Doctor, and welcome back to Darkstar Plays. Why do I sound so quiet? Am I quiet? I'm kind of quiet. I'm not sure what that was about. Welcome back to Darkstar Plays. Slay the Princess. Excuse me. Oh, is it my volume? It is my volume. Okay. The game was quiet too.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here
Actually, I'm gonna skip through that. So I did say I was gonna front load this with new content. So let's just get right to it this
it's all
time.
part of the job. You make your way up the shore. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well...
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yeah, I've heard it already. Yeah, this time we're gonna do things a little bit differently.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Hold on a second. Yeah, everything seems about right. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Just skipping past everything.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Yeah, she's not in charge.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm in charge. Just gonna continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Interesting.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Maybe.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Who said anything about thinking?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
That's the idea.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's go for it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
I guess so.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
We've done it, lads. It's been 4 hours. But we have finally slayed the princess.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Kind of, yeah.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
There's a knife in her chest.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, She entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Whatever helped her transition.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
I guess so.
But is it over? Really over?
I think so. And
Yes,
she's dead.
exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Maybe we have, actually.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh,
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
all right.
Only
I
a
wait
world
glorious
saved from
cheers. That's
certain
not
doom
cheers.
isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Rigged.
What happened?
He happened.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
How do we know you're telling the truth, though? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No,
What?
this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Again, I was hoping for a better reward.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
This doesn't feel worth it.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I don't feel very happy.
Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
No. Do you have any ideas how to get the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Then think of something else.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I'm not too sure about that.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Are you sure it's the
Do you hear
only way
that?
out, though?
It wants to take this happiness away from you. It
It's not
wants
happy.
this wonderful place to end.
Sounds fine by me.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Sounds kind of morbid,
Don't
though.
you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Oh no, I'm a little queasy.
In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
I mean, yeah.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
But how do you know?
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
But I'm not happy. I don't know. I don't know if I want to risk death over your weird hunch.
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind.
Maybe.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
You sound so, what's the word I'm looking for? Not annoying, but something kind of like that. It's like, I don't know, you're just talking at me, I guess.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Hmm, I guess. I
The
don't
little
know.
voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Well, I'm not deaf. I'm still listening.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Obnoxious. That's the word I'm thinking of. Is it? No, maybe not.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Uh, Past the point of no return. There's no going back now. Hmm. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea. The blade. I can hear
Okay,
everything. He's right. Do you hear
it's just
that?
repeating this now.
Do you not? Don't you dare.
You'd better be right about all this. I'd be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made
I
this
will.
happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Well, you hit the nail right on the head, actually. It's not a good enough reward. That's what I said in the first place.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
I get the sense that you're a little bit upset.
The princess's body is dust and
Ooh,
bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
why didn't the blade rust?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Well,
The end. Nice knowing you.
wish I could say the same. Chapter 2. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. But actually, no. Okay. No.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened,
That's not the
then
point.
maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Hmm.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
But should we do that?
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
That's not my heart. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
I'm actually not sure how conscious that was of me, but I'm kind of like, I think I'm doing like having different mannerisms each time. Actually, no. Last time it was completely on purpose. This time, I'm not sure. I don't really like. I don't know. I don't like this voice.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well,
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
yeah, that's about right.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Do you, though?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
I
If you're
didn't say it
asking
like that.
it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Whoops.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Okay, maybe I do like this voice.
Just stay focused, will you?
I am focused. Well, no, I'm not. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end.
So, don't slay the princess. Got it.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
That is a fair point.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
I don't want anything you're selling.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Alright. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
But why would I trust you? Who even are you?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I will do whatever I please. No, these are just going to be the same, I think.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Whatever.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think so.
She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold. a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I mean, if she's already dead, then I won't need it.
It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's definitely in disrepair.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Yeah, everything else kind of like shifts back and forth. Like, look at this right here. And now look back at the mirror. It's not shifting with the background.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I want to touch the mirror. Yeah, I care about whether I'm being lied
As
to.
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm not going to mess with my appearance. I simply wish to see.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
And now I shall reach forward and wipe the mirror.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
One of these days.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
You are boring. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess.
I'll be the judge of that.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
I'll enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Or just letting her out.
The room below is silent.
Not even a voice to
Nobody's
greet me.
here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Oh, you're probably right.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
With our own two eyes.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into
A
view.
corpse.
A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
See, she's dead.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Okay.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Why is there even a shackle on her ghost? Also, unrelated. which is kind of cute.
Ghost!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
There are a couple of ways to answer that question.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The princess drifts across the room into
Ooh.
your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
I'm not entirely certain how comfortable I should feel with that.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
I mean, I guess. Wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
I guess I don't.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
I don't know what that means.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Thinking. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
I'm not sure I want to finish it.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
Yeah, I don't think... I don't
There's
know.
a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her.
I mean, she literally passed through the floor to get here. I don't think stabbing her is an option.
And then what?
Hmm.
And then you'll have saved the world.
That's if it's saving the world in the first place.
I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
Good question.
What do you mean, after?
Do we leave, or are you gonna put us in a box again?
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
I don't like the emphasis on that.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Fair enough.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
That sounds sad. Oh, also, hold on. Let me just put that save right there. And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Huh. A longing.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
That makes sense.
How specific.
Specifically
But how
outside the cabin.
convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right?
What do you mean
She's
convenient?
suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Well, first off, I'm not even saying that I need to be rid of her. Second off, how exactly is that convenient? In fact, it should be expected. Why would her home be in the cabin? Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
Hmm.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
The place won't let you leave?
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
This cabin is a locked box. A very peculiar locked box.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
I suppose.
That'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Do I want to make a choice?
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
After all,
Ooh,
you owe me.
that's a creepy face.
Absolutely not.
Hmm.
Is she asking if she can possess us?
Maybe.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Interesting.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Maybe?
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Good question.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Now, I don't have much of an issue with you, but that doesn't sound quite
Don't
ideal.
much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is.
Maybe.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Maybe.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Maybe. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
I'm not sure what to make of how you said that.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Hmm.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really tell. Hold on a second. I had to do something. Alright, where was I? Okay, what if I say no?
Then I won't hit your rod.
Okay. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride if I say no?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
That's fair.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
Maybe. I don't know if this is an explorer path. I don't know. Let's try it. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's a fitting
That's rich
descriptor,
coming
actually.
from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
That's kind of our fault, though.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Okay. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Okay.
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
I suppose.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when it's someone that's dead.
Okay.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
I don't. Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Maybe fair. One more time.
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Alright. No, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. On the other hand, even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I
Yeah.
really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
That's fair, I guess. Even if, like, there could just be, like, some sort of
The
mechanism.
world
I don't know.
doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
I guess.
But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
Fair.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
Uh, I'm pretty sure they are. Alright. Uh, After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say, it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
Yeah, kind of. The whole endless void without time thing. I mean, also the whole having to stab myself, but that's kind of, that part's kind of fitting. That's not the word I wanted to say. I was going to say it would be tasteless to complain about that one. So I'm going to focus on the timeless void thing.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
That's not the part I was gonna. That's not the part of what she said I was gonna focus on. But all right.
She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
Fair.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
I never said exactly where whatever.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
I guess I
She's
can.
not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
But I feel
We don't
bad.
have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Yeah,
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologise to it?
she wasn't a monster.
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
If it has to do with you. Um. Now, she already kind of talked about this. Hmm. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I know where that's gonna lead. That's gonna lead. I know where that's gonna lead. Uh, I don't know. I'll think about that one. Hmm. I could save. But I have two saves. What were those saves? I don't remember. I'm gonna save here. And then I am going to let her possess me. All right, all right. Let's do
We
this.
could always
Out of
try
ideas.
violence. It's worked for us so far.
You are. Hmm.
She's a
I'm not gonna say it.
ghost.
Yeah.
Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
She did phase through the floor.
Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter.
That is a fair point.
Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
Yeah.
I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then?
Does he?
I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here.
I suppose.
We could. It would be something different. I like different.
I know where that's going too, but
Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world.
I have an idea.
And is that really so bad?
Maybe?
Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
That's a fair point. Let's go with... Let her possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I
You're
have to
welcome.
tell you?
I don't need your narrator.
See you soon.
E.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Maybe.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
I don't like the sound of that.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
But you don't
Come on,
die.
Neil. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Perhaps.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
I think we've established that it probably doesn't.
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Well, that too.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
How do you see...
I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Oh, them.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Alright.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
She's nice.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm
clearly the same thing you are.
Yeah. A bonus voice, but still a voice nonetheless.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Oh, they sorta do.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Oh, the narrator.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Yeah, no, I think that the narrator... Well, I don't just think I know, but like the narrator, he is there from the beginning just like the hero. But... he leaves before everyone else. Like as soon as the wiggly lines of the long quiet show up, the narrator's gone, but the voices are still there. The narrator is not a voice. He is not one of the shards of broken glass.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're
Yeah, see?
barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Rude.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
So the narrator's like a ghost?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be
yeah.
seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Seems like it.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Lay off me.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
I guess.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Kinda.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Actually, hold on a second. Alright. Just wanted to check something.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You're such a downer.
You don't know that.
I do.
How do you know that?
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Sounds like it to me.
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
I suppose so.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Sorry, that just kind of... I don't know. Hold on. Let me parse that. I have read this before, but, like, I feel like I don't get it. I don't know, that kind of hurts my
Against
red.
the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Alright.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
That's what you always do.
And whine.
Kind of.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Leaving is probably not going to be new. As much as I feel bad about it, but it's. Hmm, let's see.
You reach forward and mindlessly take the blade from the table. What do you plan to do with it?
What else would I do? I do feel bad about it because the princess is pretty nice, but I think this might be this feels like it might be what I gotta do.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
I don't really like giving the narrator or the voice of the cold what they want, but you know what?
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
No, but let's do it anyway.
Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
I guess.
All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
Hmm,
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
I guess. I've got a lot of things going on up here in the old noggin.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it.
The intrusive thoughts won.
You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
I mean, the last two times we died separately. Wait, no, did I say two times? The last time we died separately. How about dying together?
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
Let's see.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Maybe. That sounds new.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
I hear a thump, and I don't like it.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
Now isn't that a thought?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
You're dull.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
She agrees. The Exorcist. Take on a spirit and destroy it the only way you can. You feel a dull tear. Like this is new. Like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands if you are the meat. Wait a second. I feel like I gotta read that again. You feel a dull tear, like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands if you are the meat. I wait, I think I do I get it? I think I get it. Maybe. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. Hmm. It always hurts to forget at first. Wait, it always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain. Oh, that the curse is different.
We were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
Maybe. I hear a thump. Ooh, that is a heartbeat. The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you, on the ground, is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that me? Is that what I look like? But is this isn't what I wanted. Mm. This isn't what I wanted to do. Is that I want to say
Oh,
that.
you're here too.
Hello.
Maybe trying to slay me was for the best, if it means you could leave those other voices behind. The two mean ones, at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one.
The voice of the hero? Could we have brought brought him with us? I'm in the princess.
But we
Okay.
probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we can fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
Huh. Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires. Huh.
Wait, if we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
Oh. I see. But what about the body? What about me? Wait, read, let's go. If you leave the cabin, the world ends. I'm not going to be party to the end of everything. Uh, yeah, I want to see that one.
There's nothing we can do for it now, but we can still try to save us. We just have to leave.
Oh, wait. You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet. And what is that repetition? You are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 Wow. Um, alright. I'm the princess now.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
What if I just could stay quiet? Say nothing. I'm still here.
Then at least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean, think your voice?
I guess so. You're not mad at me, are you?
I don't know why you did what you did, but it's hard to be mad when you're just as stuck as I am.
I guess. I kind of just did it because I had to. I don't really like it. But, yeah, with two voices telling me to. Yeah, whatever. You're different. Your whole mood is different.
I'm just trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over.
You are too nice.
Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
Huh. I killed you, though. And I tried killing you again.
I don't know what to say. I just feel fine right now. I think things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
Huh. Sorry I stabbed us.
That's okay. I'm sure you had your reasons. I don't think it's good to hold on to the past like that anyways. It's better if we choose to move forward together.
I guess so. Also, I'm just realizing. We see in black and white, and we're still seeing in black and white, but we're in reverse. We're seeing in white and black, if that makes sense. The space is black, but the outlines are white. Complete opposite. of what we see in our own body. Uh, alright then, well, hold on. How are we supposed to get out of here?
I wish I knew, but I think we're probably stuck here until something happens.
Is there a chain? I guess there's a chain on us. If we're both here, then what happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Uh, some of them, at least. I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around, and that quiet one kinda gave me the creeps.
Yeah, you're right. No, well, I hope the hero's fine.
I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay.
Yeah. Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to ooh. Your gaze turns to your hands, solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost.
Huh, that's trippy to think about, actually. Hmm. What happened to us? What happened to everything?
I think you died, or the body on the floor died. Sorry.
Well, I guess it'll just come back like last time, but it's coming back without my guidance, which I'm not sure what to feel about that. The hero will be fine, but I'm not sure I trust the voice of the code, and I'm not sure what the third voice is gonna be. Hmm,
This is what happened to me last time.
uh-huh. What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen? Well, actually, this feels like it'll. I don't know. This isn't what it was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card.
I've never gotten a title card. What did yours say?
Chapter 2, The Spectre. No, this is stupid. You're going. The first one I got said Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. And then after we both died, I got Chapter 2, The Spectre. Wait, so can we literally see that the title cards are canon? That's glorious, actually. Not what I would have expected.
Well, the first one is sweet.
I guess so, but I kind of mucked it up. I'm still a hero. I've been trying to save the world. You know, a villain to one I don't want to say that one. Get your laughs out.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so violent.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But that doesn't mean that things can't get better from here.
I suppose.
I think we need a new title card, though. How about
Hmm.
Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon?
The dragon? Reversing the order. Casting yourself as the main character, I see. Very humble. The princess and the dragon? I thought I was maybe some sort of bird. Wait, am I a dragon? I don't actually know what I look like. Is that accurate? I mean, hold on. Hold on. How far up can I scroll? Um, Something seems messed up here. Let's see. What was I? The words come from inside the writhing, writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Huh. So scales and feathers. Let's see. Yeah, I thought it was some kind of bird.
Well, they're similar, right?
I guess so. Birds are descended from dinosaurs, but dinosaurs usually are thought to look more like reptiles. So a dragon having elements of bird and reptile sounds about right. I mean, they do have the wings, but I mean, like, you know what? Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. The click of a latch and creaking hinges muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
I guess so. I'm still a little bit unsettled by the potentiality of what might come next. Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
I guess, is that how? I don't know. I'm a little bit unset. That's a very heavy thumping. A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface, the flickering in your body stops. You are solid. Well, I guess we're alive.
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
Was there a knife sound? I didn't hear it. I guess that. Oh, that's what. I guess that's why I have a different cursor. I didn't really. I kind of brought attention to it and then didn't really think too much about it. But I guess this is not our hand anymore. It's her hand. Creaking hinges once again. This time, clear, closer. I guess usually the knife, if nothing else, it gives more options. Am I going to say anything? Silence.
I guess not.
Hmm. Movement on the stairs.
Thump, thump, thump.
That looks bigger than it should. Huh. And then the figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. I don't like that. What am I?
You're you? You've always looked like this. You're scary sometimes, but looks only matter so much.
Fair enough, I guess. Quick, tell them I'm in here.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Hmm.
I'm not alone here this time. Part of you stayed with me when we split apart.
The head on the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive? Suspicious? Hostile? Its emotions are unreadable. I don't like that.
You don't want to hurt that part of you, do you?
Hopefully not. The silence holds. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
Is that why you're always quietly staring?
I guess so.
I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
That doesn't sound like the hero or the cold. He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
I don't think that's the hero.
But she knows about the Decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true.
Is that the skeptic? I feel like that's a skeptic. Are there two new voices, or was the first one the hero?
Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar.
That's not the hero. It's an opportunist. Wait, hold on. But I think we need to take a little sidebar. Like the options?
But I don't want to do it. I'm so sorry. This will just be a moment.
This is okay. I'm still a little unsettled by not being able to choose, but yeah, this is like a lot of people's ideas for fan games about playing this game from the perspective of the princess. People have been throwing ideas like this around on Reddit for a long while. Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself.
Well, okay. I guess we wait for an answer.
I guess so. Hmm. I don't know what to choose. This feels like it's. I don't know. I don't. The brown voice. I want to say opportunist. I think so, at least. I don't know if I trust them. You have to make them listen. Try being assertive.
But I don't want to be assertive. Fine.
Hmm,
Excuse me.
that doesn't sound assertive.
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here.
Okay, that's the voice of the cold. More thorough.
I think they want to kill you. At least the new one does. He's very, very passionate about it.
Ah, opportunist. Why?
Can you tell him not to?
Your opinion has been duly noted and disregarded.
Ah,
In fact, I think a decision's been made. 2 birds with 1 stone. How tempting.
I don't like that.
From what I
I don't like
remember,
that.
it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word?
Corporeal.
Fleshy?
That too.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
That's not the point.
And are you doing this?
Uh, what about the narrator?
Oh, I most definitely am.
Oh, that's it. He keeps listening. He leads this to the narrator. Uh-oh. You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks, blade raised and wings spreading. I feel like I could have avoided this.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this.
Uh,
Now, we voted.
can I veto it?
It was not a majority decision,
Oh, it was it?
but we did have a plurality.
What? What's the difference? I don't get it.
He shouldn't count.
The narrator? Wait, so okay, there's the hero, the cold, the narrator, the opportunist? There's only 4 in there. So, Is a plurality when you tie? I don't get it.
Says who?
Says me.
Says me. He's not one of us.
Exactly.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll
No,
all
he doesn't.
thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter.
No, let's keep chatting.
Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Hmm. Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. Uh, uh, okay. You feel a sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall.
Oh. Oh, hi.
See? That was easy.
You missed. And now I'm here.
It was too easy. It felt bad. Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
Are you kidding? I mean, no.
I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important.
Hmm. You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother?
Wait, hold on. What voice is that? Wrong button. It was the opportunist.
Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts.
Hmm.
Am I supposed to find that impressive?
No.
Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I?
Well, now I'm here, and now there's 5 of us, which means we can actually have a majority.
Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you hadn't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
She looks like chapter 1 again.
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
No, not really. Oh hey, I'm back in my body.
Oh, you're different.
I'm back!
You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
You swine.
You're right. It's quiet again. Are you still going to kill me?
I don't want to.
Ooh, should we? It would be so easy.
No.
Absolutely. Nothing of substance has changed. She remains a threat to the entire world.
It doesn't seem like it. I am obviously not going to kill you.
Then the only thing left to do is cut me out of here.
We can do that again, I guess.
You should give the knife to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
That is a good point.
Okay, listen. I know you're in charge again, but this is obviously a trick. We can't trust her. We literally just stabbed her.
You literally just stabbed her. And me. I am
Someone's
not
gonna have
going
to
to.
take a leap of faith eventually.
Yeah. It is kind of tempting. But now I'll give her the blade.
You hand the blade to the
That was
princess,
quick.
who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac.
Alright.
And then what happens?
Hmm.
Then, as her chains clatter to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No. You need the blade to deal with her.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm so glad that's behind us. Come on, let's get out of here.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that.
She reaches forward and takes your hand in hers before excitedly pulling you towards the basement stairs.
Hmm.
Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it nice?
Now you seem to be on board with this.
Why do you want to know?
Hmm.
You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with.
Well, now you're a wishy-washy one.
Ugh, whatever. It's delicate and tender.
Hmm.
Ah, so even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do.
All right. You got what you wanted?
The two of you rush up the basement stairs together. Ugh.
This is a nice way to nice.
Welcome back, by the way.
Thanks. Glad to be back.
Yes, we all missed you so very much.
Wait, did you?
I missed you the most.
I don't think so.
You weren't even here until he was gone.
I mean, he sounds like he remembers me. Like I was saying, was it this part, last part? I don't know. The voice it's a little bit muddled as to how much they're present before their own routes, I mean.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realize that, yes?
Even if I believed you, there isn't really anything I can do about it right now.
Who cares?
One last door, and then we're free.
I guess I have to open it.
I'm down a hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
Yeah. Step into your freedom.
You twist the doorknob in your hand and step forward into the world you've damned. You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted.
This was nice.
I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
Oh, he's leaving. I know this is like what I was saying. He's always the first to leave. He leaves like way before anyone else, I think. But he doesn't finish his thought before disappearing entirely, and you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am.
I'm glad.
I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so cold.
That's just the cold air. It's nighttime. Or that. It's always cold when this happens. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
What once was
Should we
one,
try and
then
find
was
her?
two. Share a quiet moment with. I didn't finish reading the achievement.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Hmm.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Yeah, I can see. I
You
can
don't need
understand
to
that.
comfort them.
I'm not listening to you. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Well, actually, I'm not really. I don't know. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I'm not entirely certain about that either. This one.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Hmm.
Finally, we're going places.
Alright then.
Whatever makes you happy.
Hmm. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Eeh, the decay. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I'm glad you have a body again, for totally wholesome reasons.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Hmm. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
She's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not poetic. Something else.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
I don't know what to make of that. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I guess so. Because, like, how can the voice of the smitten and the voice of the cold exist in the same body? Well, they haven't, but whatever. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Yeah, and then there's times when I hurt myself. Mhm. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No? I mean, everything that's happened to me has been kind of my fault, so I don't know how I could resent you. Hmm, uh, I don't. Maybe this one. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that. You are torturing me, and I hate it. But she's not the one doing it. Makes me like you more. I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time, but you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
Thanks. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will
Hmm,
make for an empathetic heart.
I like that.
Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
I mean, maybe I would, if able. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Alright, so we're not gonna get too much more information from her. But it's nice to talk to her, I guess.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished? Sorry, words hard.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
I mean, we have two nice ones and one not as nice one, but I feel like I messed up with that. I don't know.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Alright. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Alright. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to grow or change?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
I guess.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Alright. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Alright. Alright. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. An empathetic heart. Share in a princess's beating heart before bringing it to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm gonna save once again. But yeah, I really like these last three. Well, actually, I'm not sure about the first one. But I really like this, what was it? Happily Ever After and The Princess and the Dragon. I really like them. I'm not entirely certain how I feel about the way to get to them. And not in terms of like, I don't know, this is good. This has been good so far. Next time, we will have some more vessels to bring to the entity. Until then, I have been Darkstorm, and this has been Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut.